In this video, I'm going to show you another example of using partial fractions to evaluate an integral. So in this one here, we have a cubic on the bottom, so we're going to have to factor, but luckily we can see that x is a common factor in all of the terms of the denominator. So we're going to factor out the x, and we get x squared minus 11x plus 30 dx, and then we can still factor this denominator to be x minus 6 and x minus 5 dx. So taking the rational function, I'm going to write it out separately over here. We have 7x minus 60 divided by x times x minus 6 times x minus 5. And that's equal to a divided by x plus b divided by x minus 6 plus c divided by x minus 5. So in this question, there are three partial fractions because there are three factors in the denominator. So multiplying every term by the common denominator, we will have 7x minus 60 equals to a times x minus 6 times x minus 5 plus bx times x minus 5 and then plus cx times x minus 6. All right, so let's set each part equal to 0. So we'll not set it equal to 0, but we're going to drop out terms by setting x equal to certain values that will make each term equal to 0. So one of the values is x is equal to 5. So when x is equal to 5, this a value and the b value will become 0. So we have 7 times 5 minus 60, and we have c times 5 times 5 minus 6. So on the left side we get negative 25 equals to negative 5c, so c is equal to positive 5. Okay, we can do the same thing where x is equal to 6. Then we can see that the a term will drop out and also the part with c. So now we have 7 times 6 minus 60 equals b times 6 minus 5. So here we have 42 minus 60, so that's negative 18 equals to 6b. So b is equal to negative 3. All right, so lastly, we can also see that x is equal to, we can set that to 0. So we have 7 times 0 minus 60 equals 2, and then we have 0 here and here. So we have a times negative 6 times negative 5, and this will be b times 0 and c times 0, so the b and c, those disappear. So we have negative 60 equals to 30 times a, divide both sides by 30, and a equals negative 2. All right, so now that we know what a, b, and c are, we can now plug them in. So this can be rewritten as the integral of negative 2 over x minus 3 over x minus 6, and then plus 5 divided by x minus 5. You can write them all as separate integrals, but because of my space here, I've just wrote it as one big integral. So when we integrate, all of these will have a natural log because they're all in the denominator. So we have negative 2 times the natural log of x, absolute x, minus 3 times the natural log of x minus 6, also an absolute, and then plus 5 times the natural log of the absolute value of x minus 5, and then don't forget to plus c for your constant. Okay, and so this is how we use partial fractions to evaluate when there are three factors in the denominator.